Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our lesson today. Remember, we were through with Telegram. Today we are starting a new topic, that is time, speed, and the temperature. That we shall be looking now, time. And here you are told is a question, you are told convert the following into AM or PM. Convert means you change. Convert the following, change the following into AM or PM. Time into 24-hour clock system. Convert the following AM. Convert the following AM. Convert the following AM. Stroke PM into PM. Time into 24-hour clock system. You'll be given AM or PM time. Then you will be told to change it into 24-hour clock system. Here you are given 4 AM. We want to change this 4 AM into 24-hour clock system. Remember, when you are changing AM into 24-hour clock system, we add 0 in front of the hour. We introduce a 0 in front of the hour, so we write a 0 before the time. When we are changing BM into 24-hour clock system, we add plus 12 now, so you should know the difference. So now this is AM. Now I want to change into 24-hour clock system. It will become 04 AM. It will become 0400 hours. 0400 hours. 0400 hours. When we are changing into AM on 24-hour clock system, we don't use AM or PM because it was AM. We are changing into 24-hour clock system, so we introduce 0 before the hour, so it will become 0400 hours. That's how we change. Number 2, you are told 4 PM. B, 4 PM. We want to change this one into 24-hour clock system. This one is different now. AM we were introducing 0. Then we add 00 hours, but we don't use the dots now. When we are changing to 24-hour clock system, we don't write this way. Sometimes students write this way. No, this one is wrong. We don't use that. So we don't use the dots. So I said when we are changing PM into 24-hour clock system, we add plus 12 now. So we say now 4 PM, we want to change into 24-hour clock system now. So we add plus 12 now. Plus 12, so it will become 0, 0, 6, 1. So it will become 1600 hours. 1600 hours. So whenever you are changing PM into 24-hour clock system, we add plus 12. Then we don't introduce 00s now. So it will become 4 plus 12. Sometimes even if you have a watch, when it's afternoon, you will see when it is 2, you will see 2, then you will see the watch indicating 14. Where is 14 from? Because it's 2 plus 14. When it is 1 PM, you will see sometimes the watch, the Casio watch, it shows 1300. Where is 13? Because 12 plus 1 is 13. So we add now. So 4 hours plus 12, it will become 1600 hours. So when we are changing PM into 24-hour clock system, we add plus 12. When we are changing AM to 24-hour clock system, we introduce a 0 before the hour. Let's say another one, C. You are told 3 PM. 3 PM. We want to change this one, 3 BM. In is a journey. So it will become now, you will say now 3 plus 12, which is equal to now, it will become 1500 hours. It will become 1500 hours. That's how we write into 24-hour clock system. Another question here, you are told 12 midnight. 12 midnight. 12 midnight. 12 midnight. 12 midnight. We want to change it now into 24-hour clock system. So we add plus 12. So it will become now 12 plus 12. 12 midnight plus 12 hours. It will become 2400 hours. So when we are changing midnight into 24-hour clock system, it will become 2400 hours. That is how we solve. You are told now 11:30 a.m. 11 11:30 a.m. 11:30 a.m. You are told change it into 24-hour clock system. Now this one is a.m. It is now after 6. If it comes after 6 now, we don't add the 0 in front because it's already, if it passes 10, 11, those ones we don't add 0 in front. What we do now, we only ignore the decimal, the points now, the dots. So it will become 11:30 hours. 11:30 hours. That is how we solve. So it will become 11:30 hours. So, but if it will have been now 5, we add 0 in front of the 5, the way we did 4 a.m. 04:00 hours, 5 a.m. 05:00 hours. But now this one is 11. It's past 10. So if it is 11 now, it's past 10 a.m. So even if it's reached 10 a.m., we don't introduce. What we do, we just ignore the dots now. So it will become 11:30 11:30 hours. That's when we change in a.m. It will become like that. So 11:30 p.m. now. This was a.m. Suppose it is now a.m. b.m. 11:30. They said 11:30 p.m. 11:30 p.m. So when we are changing BM, I said we add plus 12 now. So we say now 11:30, it is PM now. So what we do, we add plus 12 hours now. When we add plus 12 hours, so 11 plus 12, it will become now 23. So it will become 23:00, 23:30, sorry, 23:30, 23:30. 23:30 hours. 23:30 hours. It will become 23:30 hours. That's how we change. When it is PM, plus 12. When it is PM, plus 12. When it is AM and it is less than 10, so we add 0. So that's how we do. So there's also another question here. You are told convert the following 24-hour time to AM and PM. Convert the following 24-hour clock time into AM into AM or PM, into AM or PM. So now it's opposite now. Now you will be given 24 hours, you change it either to AM or PM. It's a vice versa of what we have been doing now. So you are told convert the following 24-hour clock time to this. So question A, you are given 13:45 hours. For 13:45 hours, we want to change now this one into PM now. Let us change this one into PM now. When I want to change, remember when we were changing PM to 24-hour clock system, we were adding plus 12. Now it's opposite. Now we want to change that and now 24-hour clock system back to 12 to PM. So what we do now, we subtract now minus 12. Now is the opposite. So it will become now 13:45 minus 12 hours. So it will become 5, 4, then here is 1. So this is PM now. So that's why I said if you have our Casio watch, in the afternoon it will show you 13:45. It means it's 1:45 p.m. So that's how we do. So when it is now, when we are changing 24-hour clock system back to PM, minus 12. When we are changing 24-hour clock system to PM, plus 12. That's how we do. That is how we do. B, let us see another one. You are told 20 hours. 20 hours. You are told now this is 24-hour clock system. This is 24-hour clock system. You want to change it into PM now. So what do we do now? When we are converting now 24-hour clock system back to PM, what we do, we subtract it minus 12 now. So we say now 14:20 minus 12, 0, 2. Then here remains with 2. So my answer is 2:20 p.m. 2:20 p.m. 24-hour clock system back to PM, we go back minus 12. But now PM to 24-hour clock system plus 12. So it is the vice versa. Suppose now we want to change AM. This one C, you are told 0805 hours. You are told now to change this one. You are told to change this one into now AM. We want to change this one into AM. Remember, this one, it was changed. I said earlier, when you are changing AM into 24-hour clock system, we introduce 0 in front. So it means this one was AM. It was like this initially. Initially, it was like this 805 AM. Then someone now has changed it now AM to 24-hour clock system. I said you add 0, then you ignore with the points now. So it will become 0805 hours. What happened now? I changed now the AM. You have learned that one now. I've changed now AM to 24-hour clock system. I've introduced now 0, where I've ignored now the dots. So now this person has given you now into 24-hour clock system. Now he wants you to make it now into AM. So when I want to make it in AM, when I was making now to 24-hour clock system, I was adding 0 in front. But now when I want to return it now to AM, what will happen? I will ignore the 0 now in front. So it will become now 805 AM. AM is very simple. When changing to 24-hour clock system, you introduce 0 in front and you ignore the dots. When you are changing now AM AM to 24-hour clock system, you introduce 0. When you want to change it now to 24-hour clock system to AM, you ignore the in front 0. So it will become 805. Another one, let us see, 0, 9, 10 hours. We want to change now this one to AM now. Remember, sorry, we want to change this one to AM. It was 24-hour clock system. So initially, it was 9:10 AM. It was 9:10 AM. This person has introduced a 0 in front. So what will happen now? My answer is 9:10 AM. So that is how we change. So it is 9:10 AM. You are told also another one, E, you are told 1435 hours. 1435 hours. 1435 hours. Remember 14 in June. This one is the afternoon. So 1435 hours. We want to change it now, this one into PM now. When we want to change to PM, I said we were adding now PM to 24-hour clock system, we were adding plus 12. Now from 24-hour clock system back to PM, what we do now is subtract now. So let us subtract now. Here we say 1435 minus 12 hours minus 12 hours. So it will become now 14 minus 12, it is 2. So it is 2:35 PM. It is 2:35 PM. It is 2:35 PM. That is how we solve. Here is a question. You are told Musila left for school. Musila left for school. Musila left for school at 7:30 AM. At 7:35 AM. At 7:35 AM. At 7:35 AM. He took 35 minutes to walk to school. He took 35 minutes to walk. He took 35 minutes to walk to school. To walk to school. The question is now asking question A. What time did he reach school? At what time did he reach school? A. At what time? At what time did he reach? At what time did he reach the school? Question mark. Let us answer now. Musila left for school at 7:35 AM. He took 35 minutes to walk to school. He took 35 minutes to walk to school. Question A. At what time did he reach the school? Now, there's a formula here you must know. So we have what is called now arrival time. Is what is called arrival time. There's what is called departure time. And there's what is called time taken. So time involves on those now. Arrival time is the end time. The time you have completed your journey is called arrival time. Departure time is the starting time. It's the time you have started your journey. It's called starting time. It's called departure. It's also called departure time. Time taken is the time the person took. Now, when they are asking time taken, they will tell you how long. When they say how long, they are asking the time taken. When you hear Abdi started the journey, Abdi departed, Abdi left, all those departure time. So when you hear left start, that's departure time. Arrival time is the time the person has reached the station, his destination. So that's what is called arrival time, is the time you have completed your journey. So and there each one has a formula now. So how do we arrival time and departure time and time taken, each one has a formula. So arrival time, how do we get arrival time? Arrival time is equals to now departure time. Arrival time is equals to departure time, departure plus time taken, plus time, departure plus time taken. That's how we get arrival. Arrival is we add these two. When we are getting arrival time, we add these two. These two are small compared to this one. How do we get now departure time? The time you have left now. To get the departure time or starting time, you say now you'll be given that time. You say arrival time. You say arrival time minus arrival time minus arrival time minus time taken, minus time taken. So that's how we get arrival time. So departure time is equals to arrival time minus time taken. How do we get time taken? Time taken, the time taken is equals to now time taken is equal to arrival time minus departure time. Minus departure time. That's how we get the formulas. It's very important, these formulas. Arrival time. How do I get arrival? I have started my journey 7 a.m. for example. Then the time I took 30 minutes. At what time will I arrive there? So what I will do now, the time I started was 7. The time I took now was 30. At what time will I arrive? 7:30, obviously. Why? 7 plus 30 minutes, 7:30. That's why we have added now. So these other two are minus, and our arrival time is more compared to the other two. So now you are told Musila left now. I said earlier, when they say left or start, that's departure time. So we have our departure time here. Our departure time here, Musila left 7:35 a.m. So 7:35 a.m. He took 35 minutes. Took means the time taken. Took is the past tense of take. Past tense of take is took. Now he took. What is time taken now? Time taken. That is time taken. He took how many minutes? 35 minutes. He took 35 minutes. He took 35 minutes. Then they say that now, what time did he reach the school? So they are asking reach. That is the end time, arrival time. We are looking the arrival time. So I said earlier, arrival time is equals to, we said departure time plus the time taken. Arrival time is equals to departure time plus the time taken. Let us add now. Arrival time is equals to departure time. Arrival time is equals to departure time plus time taken. So which is now 7:35 a.m. plus time taken 35 minutes. We add, that is 0. This is where the problem is. When we are adding time is different. So here it's 0 carry 1. 3 plus 3. That 3 plus 3, that is 6. 6 plus 1, 7. I don't write 7 here. It's different. So when we are adding, it's a different time. Take care. So I said 10 carry 1. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7. So anything that now is more than 6, now you subtract 6 now. So once it reaches 6, you say minus 6, then carry 1. So 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7. 7 minus 6 now. 7 minus 6, that is 1. Carry 1 now, you add 1. 1 plus 7, that is 8. So it is 8, 10. So it was a.m. 8, 10 a.m. 8, 10 a.m. That is how we answer question A. So what you do, the problem is here, whenever it come, here is 3 plus 3 is 6, you don't write 6 now, you write the one to the other side. That's how we do. So if it reaches 6 now, you remove you subtract 6, then you carry one to the other side. Then there's also question B here. They said if the first lesson begins at 8:15, if the first lesson begins at 8:15, then they said by how many minutes was he early? 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 That was question B. If the first lesson, so remember we said the time he reached the school, that was question A, it was 8:10. It was 8:10 a.m. So if he has reached the school at 8:10 a.m., the question is asking by how many minutes was he early? If the lessons starts at the lessons begins at 8:15. 8:15 means that is 8:15. 8:15, that's 8:15. A quarter is 15. Why? Because we say a quarter time is 60. 1 hour, so 1 hour 60 minutes. By 4, 1 by 4, 15. So a quarter, whenever you hear a quarter, that is 15 minutes. A quarter is 15 minutes. If it is 3/4, we say 3/4 time is now 60. By 4, 1 by 4, 15. 3/4 is also 45. It's 45 minutes. You should know these things. A half is 30 minutes. So when you're told to change to fraction, that's how we do now. You should know these things. Now, they say that now the lessons begins or lessons start at 8:15. 8:15 means 8:15. The lessons begins at 8:15, and this person, according to question A, reached the school at 8:10 a.m. Then it means now he was early. They are telling now how many minutes was he early now. If the lessons begins at this time and he has arrived at the school at 8:10 a.m., how many minutes was he early? Just 5 minutes, obvious. We subtract now because the lessons begins at this time and he arrived at the school at 8:10. How many minutes was he early? 5 minutes. Now we subtract now 5. So 0, 0. So it is now 5 minutes. He was early. 5 minutes now. That is how we solve. I'm repeating. It's a good question. Musila left for school at 7:35 a.m. Left. Musila started the journey. Musila left. All those are departure time. So departure time is 7:35 a.m. He took means the past tense of take. That is time taken. So time taken 35 minutes. At what time did he reach the school? The time he has reached the school, that's arrival time. I said the formula, arrival time is equals to departure time plus time taken. Arrival is more compared to the other two. Departure time, how do we get departure? Departure is equals to arrival time minus time taken. How do we get time taken? Time taken is equals to arrival time minus departure time. And we have listed everything we have. Now we are lacking arrival time. They're asking the time the person has reached the destination. So now arrival time is equals to departure time plus time taken. Departure time is the time he started the journey, 7:35 a.m. plus 35 minutes he took. That is 9. That is 8:10 a.m. The time he has reached the school is 8:10 a.m. Question B now. If the first lesson begins at 8:15, 8:15, a quarter is 15 minutes. If the first lesson begins at 8:15, how many minutes was he early? A quarter, 15 minutes, 3/4, 45 minutes, a half, 30 minutes. So now 8:15, lessons begins at 8:15, 8 plus a quarter. Then you are told how many minutes was he early, and he reached the school 8:10. If he has reached the school 8:10, how many minutes was he early? We subtract now. The lessons begin 8:15 minus 8:10. You will get 5 minutes. That is 5 minutes was early, 5 minutes. So I shall stop it there for today. I wish you all the best.